Hey, today I am going to show you all of the amazing things about this projector. So we actually did a movie night last night in our backyard, and we used this, and we had a screen up, like a 120-inch screen, and this thing was amazing. I wish I would have had it earlier so that we could have been doing this more often, but we had such a great time, and this projector worked so good. First off, it is Roku. So if you ever use a Roku, then it just is set up exactly like that. When you turn it on, you do have to go through like a setup. You pick your language and you go through all of the things, which only takes a few minutes. And then after that, it is ready to go. A great thing about this projector too is that when you turn it on, it will kind of adjust itself to the screen, so you will get the clearest image when it shows up. So we set it up, and then it kind of focused onto the screen that we had it on, and then it was clear and good. So that was a really nice feature of this. But that with the projector, like all of our apps showed up, our Disney Plus, Netflix, all of the things, they were right there. And so it felt like a TV that you were watching on the big screen outside. So it was so fun. We were able to watch a movie, and I will show you footage of that so you can see exactly our setup and how fun it was. So anyways, a few things that you need to know. First off, to plug it in, you just put it into this plug on the bottom that comes out, and then it just kind of goes like this, flush to the table like that. But you plug it in, and then you plug it into the wall. We since we did it outside, we had to use an extension cord, so that worked great. Second of all, it has a mounting screw right here. It doesn't come with the actual screw, but there's a place that you can put a mounting screw if you want to put it up high. Like if you have a theater room and you want to hang it on a ceiling or some other thing to mount it onto, you can totally do that. We just set it on our table, and to get the correct height, we did have to like stack some board games, and I'll show you later on in the video kind of how we had this set up. But we set it up on the board games, and it worked great. It was the right height and whatnot. So you can do whatever works for you. But in the end, it turned out perfect, and I loved it. Another thing too is this right here will add that tilt. So if you turn it here, you can see that it is going to tilt it up, which is nice because then you can kind of tilt it up to your screen level. So it can go in, or you can just do it, flush onto the flat surface. So whatever, you just want to adjust it accordingly for whatever you are showing it on. If you're doing it on a screen outside like we did, or maybe just a wall in your house, or whatever you want to project it on, you can adjust it just like that. So that was great. And like I said, when you turn it on, you turn the power on. Here is like the power on the front, and some other little buttons right over here. I mostly used my remote to choose everything and go through the process, but it doesn't come with batteries, so make sure you get 2 AAA batteries for your remote. But I use the remote to go through everything and play the movie and what else we needed to do. So that was easy. And then over here, if you wanted to plug in other devices, you've got the HDMI cord, you've got the USB, and then there's like a headphones. One other thing too, I will say, is that the sound was actually pretty good. Like I didn't have to get an additional speaker. Maybe if we had like a lot more people and they were crowded around, I could have maybe used a bigger speaker, but just for our family, we could all totally hear fine in our backyard with the speaker on here. So that was actually really nice. But if you did need to put in another speaker or another device, you have those options right here. So that is great. But really, it's pretty self-explanatory. Once you plug it in and get it going and going through the process, then you can see how it works. Now, I am going to show you what the screen quality looked like, which was amazing. Literally after we watched the movie, we were just like, oh, this is so much fun. Like the screen looks so good. So the quality that it produces for the visual is so, so good. So I was so happy about that. Quality was good, the sound was good, and we just had the best time. So watch this part and I will show you what it looked like and how we were able to set it up. I'll show you the adjustment of it, the checkered screen that comes up when it's trying to adjust to the screen, you know, visibility. And so that is really nice that it just auto adjusts. So, but such a fun projector. We loved it. Okay, here is the screen that we put it on, and then once you turn it on, you will see that checkered screen go up right there. It's adjusting so that it can focus in right where you need it. And then there's the screen. Look how clear that picture is. It really made for just a really great viewing experience. Then yes, here is the projector set up on those games, like I said, but it worked great, and there probably is a better way to do it, but that worked for us. And then you can see how clear it is coming up. The movie played so, so good, and we had a great time. So if you were looking for a projector to watch outdoor movies, or for an indoor theater, or somewhere in your house on a blank wall, I highly, highly recommend this one. It was so easy to use, easy to set up. And you can just see that we had a great time out here. We got our snacks, everyone got their chairs, and it's just a fun experience to, you know, watch a movie outside. It just makes it so much fun, but highly recommend.